So thank you so much, Samson. And I must commend you personally and Joy FM, of course. You know, I remember when we issued our first press conference, you were magnanimous enough to air it here. It was first 8 years. So we thank you and we thank Joy FM for being a worthy partner in the process that we were engaged in now.
It's the most important process. You know my personal view?
Right.
I think we should have simulcasts, all the media, beaming their cameras on you when you have Sofaku for all the people visiting you. Because it's a constitution that's going to dictate our lives. So we must be involved.
I agree. Now, if you look at the preamble of the Constitution, it always says that it is by the people, for the people, and exercised by the will of the people. So that document belongs to the people. Okay, so it's a people, and the citizens own it. And that is why it's important that all these stakeholders and persons and institutions, you know, are important in the process that we're involved in. You know, so I agree with you. I think we had
maybe sometimes you particularly may not like the media, because I remember you made one joke about Nogopo and it became a headline. Because why? How else to fight corruption? What a better way?
You know, so we're human beings, it's a human institution. You know, even though the process is very serious, we're still allowed to have the lighter moments, you know, so that we can lighten up the atmosphere, you know, whilst we are serious at the same time. So it was not even, you know, my suggestion. It was just to, and then also that expression was to just demonstrate the height at which the issue is, how serious it has gotten. So in terms of the concept, it was not to say this is a miss, because I don't even understand how that is done. It was to say that we have gotten to our wits' end. We are at a stage where we have to probably look beyond the traditional means of fighting corruption.
That's right.
And that kind of this. But of course, because it didn't reflect my views, you know, Joy FM pulled it down. Your sister station, FM also pulled it down. And we are thankful for that. But I need to get back to the question that you asked, which is why we're having another CRC. You know, and the public tend to be fatigued by these processes. That we have 2011, the Fair Job Committee, we had the experts, we went to Supreme Court, there was a white paper, recently there was the consultative committee. Why do we have this one? Now, I would just like to, my chairman would, you know, elaborate on the rest of them. But now, before the 2011 commission, for instance, we didn't have two presidential petitions. Okay. We didn't have the electoral commissioner being removed by the process. We did not have a hanged parliament. We did not have a president refusing or failing to sign a bill that was legitimately passed by parliament. Okay. Now, these are just highlights of...
We had also not had a president who lost the second bid and returned.
Major constitutional developments that hadn't happened prior to those commissions and committees. And so you needed to factor this into this, because then it's dynamic. The constitutional and our democracy is dynamic to reflect where we are exactly as a society and how we want to progress and develop our country using the constitution as a primary document. That is why it is important we should do now. I think Prof has already elucidated enough, and you are aware, you follow. I'm told that you follow religiously.
I do.
All the yes. Someone hinted me that
I'm driving to court. I'm returning from court and I'm watching and following.
Yes, and with that level of investment is what we would invite the rest of Ghana to do, because primarily, like I said, it's our document, and let's do it. So because of this major development and problems with management of transitions, you know, which is even happening to us, you know, the first ever sovereign debt default and the experience of the domestic haircut, a lot of them, a number of issues that we cannot finish listing here. And so it was necessary, and then this is a very important exercise that we should do it. And of course, if you look at the mandate per the letters that we received, our letters of appointment, was very, very specific. It pointed at existing committees, findings, and reports, and then for us to synthesize them, and then to make recommendations.
So tell us,